I'm Elizabeth Higgs, a CPA at Cook Martin Polson. I'm here today to talk to you about auto deductions, which is a very common business deduction. If you have 4 or more vehicles, you should be using the actual expenses as your deduction. If you have 4 or less vehicles, you get to choose between standard mileage or actual expenses. Standard mileage for 2018 is 54 cents a mile, and it changes every year, so you should check on that. And the standard mileage is in replace of the actual expenses, which include depreciation and gas and maintenance on your vehicle. Anything really to keep your vehicle running would be an actual expense. So you don't double up, you just take one or the other. For 2018, they've changed the laws so that we have bonus depreciation for up to 100% of the cost of a vehicle placed in service in 2018. And there's no limit for how many assets you can place into service, and it can actually add to your net operating loss. Whereas we still have 179, which is accelerated depreciation. Accelerated depreciation can be taken asset by asset, where bonus depreciation has to be taken by class of assets. And 179 has a limit of 1 million assets placed in service in that year. If you place more than $1 million of assets in that year, then you have to start making a reduction to 179 that you can take. Bonus deduction is automatic. If you choose not to take it, you have to actually elect out by class of assets, where 179 you can simply take it by assets. So that's one of the benefits. There is also just regular depreciation if you choose not to take bonus or accelerated depreciation. For luxury automobiles, which is any automobile that is more than $15,800, which is pretty much any automobile you might buy, is subject to luxury auto limitations. For 2018, you can take up to $18,000 of depreciation on a passenger vehicle. SUVs, you can take up to $25,000. If you have a truck that has more than a 6-foot bed or more, or if you have a vehicle that seats more than 9 people behind the driver, or a vehicle that is obviously not for passenger use, those types of vehicles are not subject to luxury auto limits. So there are pros and cons to taking regular depreciation, 179, or bonus depreciation. So you should definitely talk with your tax accountant to see which is going to benefit you the most. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me.